Welcome back everybody to yet another Yomi FGC video. We're going to be talking about how to mix people up on block using Dolphin and Roman cancels. Top players use the hell out of this, so it's really important to learn it. There are two routes you can take here. You can either go for fast Roman cancels or PRC forward. I'll be talking about both. Let's start off by showing a double overhead option by using JPP from May after PRC forward. There are tons of ways to mix the opponent up through the use of this. For example, if you do one JP, when you land, you can do an overhead kiss or a 2K to mix them up. Granted, if they use faultless defense, then you won't be able to do this, but it's pretty reliable, and people don't tend to use faultless defense here, so pretty good for you. You also have the option of going for a classic land and immediately go for a 2K low. It's very reliable. For whatever reason, people mess up their fuzzy on this all the time. And obviously, you can just go for overhead kiss here, which I guarantee will work at least once. Nobody's ready for this. Essentially, all of these options are safe for you to try, although the timing can be a bit tight. Like if somebody tries to throw you out of the 2K, it won't work. If they try to 6P you out of the JP, it also won't work. Obviously, they can mash you out of the grab, but if you're timing it correctly, you're going to be entirely safe and able to continue pressure afterwards, even if they block it. In my experience, the main problem with the setup is that it's just not very rewarding if you land it. It's good as a round ender and keeping momentum. Like if you land that JPP, all you're really going to get is a hard knockdown. Unless you're in the corner, you can get those 2K or overhead kiss combos. This is where the fast Roman cancel JH comes in. Although it is way harder to do for you, the reward for landing it is way higher. The main problem with this setup is that it's just really hard to do depending on the controller you have, and if they block it, you're potentially straight up open to a punish, or you just can't continue pressure safely. And a reminder, you're doing this setup by doing up plus dash. You also do it with forward plus dash for more reliable combos, but it's kind of hard to do either way. Although most of the time you can just rely on JH because most people just low block in this situation, you can also just do a low with either 2K or 2D, and it'll be very hard for the opponent to defend with if you're actually consistently doing this. And of course, the reward off of landing a 2D is pretty high, but not as high as JH, but still very worth going for. 2D into up Dolphin is also pretty safe on block. I mean, it's not entirely safe, but you can usually poke out whatever they want to try and do. The way I look at it is that the PRC forward option is mainly good if you want to be reliable, but the JH is good if you know if you're going to block your Dolphin and you know if you're not going to block low, because then the reward is incredibly high, and you just kind of just go for it, you know? And finally, you have the very silly option of just going for a charge dust. Trust me, it lands every time. Nobody's ever blocked this. Trust me. Have a good day, everybody. GG's. Bye-bye. Subscribe.